Long after the days of the old Republic, the T3 original Astromechs remained in service, and some of them ended up in various mining guild facilities where they were delegated to ore processing, continually rebuilt with whatever come-by-chance parts that could be found. The T3s were kept in service astonishingly long times, often with very original makeshift components to continue their basic functionality for doing quite a lot of different tasks. This particular T3 unit, although it had once been owned by a little bit more affluent people, ended up probably due to a bad sabac bet in this mining facility. And here we can see him doing some work on these pieces of ore here, and they'll probably get some various chemicals out of them by the time they're done. So yeah, that's my story of my T3 with a little backstory and context photo and a video for the bonus. I'll give you a little brief rundown of how I made them. We can see some nylon, I think they're parts for toilet tanks or something. He's not holding together very well. I had thought I'd do a better job on the articulation, and I did not. And the sticky tack that I have is quite dry, so alas, that's not holding very good either. The body is actually just a piece of box that a bicycle tire patch kit with some wrenches came in, and so the body was just kind of modified a little bit. I had to cut some holes out in it to put the axles for the legs. That's a piece of brawn razor, which I thought looked like a pretty cool cooling coils. So this was another nylon toilet fitting, and I just cut it off to give it a bit of an industrialized look there. Some other piece for a bicycle. I think it's just a spacer for some frame mounting or something that I had, and I hoard all these things because I have a terrible problem. So the head was that's just the top of a crazy glue container, not the actual container, but the container that it comes in, childproof and so forth. And this might have been maybe a piece of my desk from work that fell off a long time ago because it kept blocking the top cabinet, and I don't think it was doing a very good job in the first place, so it kind of fell apart, and it might have accidentally came home with me. And then we have a little antenna, which has seen better days too. And the optical sensor is the butt end of a little miniature flashlight that I got at a dollar store or something. And the piece to mount his head is probably another bike kind of thing that I had, and that just went on there. So bike parts, toilet parts, and some other various little odds and ends. The legs were interesting because I used integrated circuit containers, and I just cut them to length, and oops, his head just came apart. There we go. So yeah, that was the legs, integrated circuit containers cut to length, and so were the feet. I thought I'd do a better job. In the end, I just cut a piece of cardboard cereal box and covered that. And I should have done something with the body, but for the angle that I used for the official photographs, didn't really need it too much. Could have probably did a little better job at the face there too, and made a covering to cover up that empty space, but what can you do? In short notice, I've been pretty busy lately, so I didn't have the time I'd love to dedicate into this, and now that I've done this one, I think I might have the bug to do more, so we'll see what the future holds.